Good day, puppy lovers. Today I have a little Sheltie with me, and I'm going to show you exactly how I go about grooming her. I'll slow down the video as soon as I need to explain something to you. I create these videos to help educate the best I can. If you have any questions, just let me know down in the comments. Of course, I always start off by cleaning her little ears and the eye area if needed. Drying in sections is the best way to go. I always start with the back end, doing one leg, then the tail, the side, and so on. Alright, so her ears will dry off, and my little nose here. Some dogs will allow me to get in close to the skin around the head, and some won't. Right, so I'm going to lightly brush her out, and I'm going to go against. I like to go against the growth of the hair so that I can pull out some of that extra loose hair out. Yeah. So these dogs shed. It's really important to get all of that dead hair out. When you're brushing your dog, just make sure that you're not brushing along the skin. Just place the brush on the dog and lift away from the body. That way you won't cause any brush burns. Alright, so good brushing really helps mom and dad at home for, that could have been on their sofa or on the ground. So we gotta take all that hair out. Okay, so before I use the clipper, I'll use the clipper for the feet. What I will do is I'm going to do her feet first, and then I'm going to clip. We're going to use 30 blades for her feet, as usual. Let me show you how I do that. Use a 30 blade. You can use a 10 blade if you want. I'm using the 30 blade for her. 30 blade is closer than a 10. The 10 means longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be nice and flat, following this pad here, nice and flat. I don't want to dig in. Not with the 30 blade. I do want to come and expose all the sides here. I want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to see those 5 dots. 5 toesies. See? Nice and clean. Moving on. Alright, so let's do her belly. Do her belly with a 10 blade. Show me belly. Show me belly. Up, up. Belly. I'm going with the 10 blade. Upwards lightly. And I want to take all of the inside here out. Just lightly scooping that out. All that. Downward, sideways. Just want to clean up that belly area. That. There you go, that's good enough. So I have to Dremel her nails. So Mom asked me to Dremel and not cut. But no, Dremel wasn't working yesterday. For some reason, I think. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Alright, so my Dremel is dead. There's a, the wiring is broken. I have to get that taped up, fix it. So we're gonna have to do clips today. We're gonna be slowly with the clips. And what we'll do is we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Mom likes the Dremel because it makes her toenails a lot softer. There's no harsh edges. So what I'm going to do, instead of using the Dremel, I'm going to go in, clip, And then I'll use the nail file. Okay. I'm just going to tip the end because they're not very long. Just want to tip the end. And I'm going to come in and file that out. She's pretty good with this. It's good with the Dremel too, if I remember. So that leaves a softer edge. So I'm going to do that to all toes. And I will be right back.
There's no room for us. There's no room for us. I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
All right, so we got all those toes done. All right, so I'm just going to shape her now. I'm going to give her a 13 millimeter. So this is the orange comb here, number 1 Andis. Really? Yeah, we're going to keep our 30 blade on. Pop this clipper comb on and turn her around. And this is where the fun begins. Watch all this coat come off. I'm going to say I am not going to be taking down her collar, only from the top. I'm going to scissor the rest. Her collar is going to be scissored. It won't be clippered. Clippered. I'm going to start at the top here. Right at the base of her head. And for the sides, I'm just going to bring this down, like skim off like that. For where her neck is, this I clipped, this I'm skimming in a slight angle. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to skim off. That. And I'm going to scissor the rest. So I'm just going to finish clipping her and we'll be right back. Switch over to a 19, to 16. Switch over to a 19 just to give her a little longer on the sides. A little longer here. I'm going to scissor all of that in. We'll be back. stopped. Hate when it does that. So we flip to the flap, and I'm going to come cut, make a nice curve here with my curves. So flap's in there, but I'm going to come underneath that. My fingers are there, always there, to be sure I'm not catching that skin. Oh, I'm having trouble with my camera. I'm actually using my phone. I should use a better camera. Alright, so we're going to do the same here underneath. Use the curves. Take what I can out. Just can't keep checking the camera to be sure that it's still filming. And now all I'm going to do is take all of that out. Okay? Come in from the elbow. Elbow's right here. I'm going to take all of that out. And be careful, there's a little toe there. Okay. Right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use my comb and I'm going to scissor over a comb here. And this is pretty thick. Pretty thick. Just trying to make everything equal. So recording. I'm going to do some here because she's got some tracks there. Now these scissors are pretty aggressive, so I prefer using, to get rid of really heavy tracks. It's good to use a heavier, less teeth, right? Less teeth. The less you have teeth on your thinning shears, the more it'll cut. What happened here, huh? You did it there. Shouldn't be there. Itchy nose. I'm just floating over her. You can also do it this way, and I'm gonna get rid of some of those tracks. Over here, there's some tracks there. Looking good, looking slick. Looking slick. Alright. Now that that's done, I'm gonna come out and usually I come around in front. This time I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side and then we'll finish the front afterwards. So we're gonna come back in here and I am going to follow that leg all the way down to here. Okay? So we're going to just cut, gotta be sure. Yep, that's safely tucked away. So we're going to just cut all the way down to here. Comb it back out. Try to do the same thing. I may come in with my curves to try to make it look, try to make it follow the natural curve of her body. And then all of this here, that's got to go. You can use any scissor you want. I just like to come in with these, snip them out, and take all of this out. Let me lift your paw here. Now, gotta be careful, there's a dew claw right there. You always have to be aware of their anatomy, right? Okay, so in here, I'm going to come protect her little PB area, and I'm going to come cut some of that out. Or I had to place her face to me because it's facing. She's not in front of the camera, but you really need to see what I'm doing right now. Get that nice and straight. Right, looking good. So I gotta come in and finish everything off here. We're gonna do the poopy area like that. So I'm gonna come in here with smaller scissors and move it to the side. Move that to the side. Gotta open up that area. Yeah, we gotta do that to keep it nice and clean. So while I'm back here, I'm going to do her tail. I'm gonna pull it all down, 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 down. And I usually take only a little bit off for her. Like this, snip it off. Yeah, we're gonna make a flag. Make a flag. Okay, and we're gonna take a bit off the flag. See, what I'm doing is I'm looking where it's see-through. See where you can see right through? Where I'm putting my comb behind it, you can see through the hair. Well, that's about what I'm taking off. I'm just gonna follow that line, and that's the line from the last time, approximately. I'm gonna take that out. And then I'm gonna fluff and zhuzh it up again. Give it a shake, pull her back. And do the same thing. This time I gotta be sure I'm doing it right on this side. Got some going here. There. Okay. Let us do. Still has some track marks I gotta fix. I'm gonna do this side, and I will be back for her collar. So sometimes scissoring over the comb technique, the comb just catches in the hair, and it's harder where her hair is denser, like over here. So with her, sometimes I gotta come in and just float over her and sculpt like that. She seems to be looking pretty slick, huh? Looking slick. Now I'm gonna do her collar. See here? Would you like to do this first? Is everything okay here? Do this up here in this area. Get rid of some of that. There you go. That's good. Let's do your collar, huh? Beautiful collar. Look at that. I'm recording. Look at that beautiful collar. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use these aggressive guys. I'm having trouble with them lately. I'm not sure if they're cutting right. I'm just going to take a little bit off. The only thing I'm doing is I'm following the natural curve of this collar. That's all I'm doing. I'm just cutting and following the natural curve. I'm just taking a little bit off. I'd rather take a bit off, come back in, and just take a little more off. Just a little bit. That's all I'm doing. So we're sculpting. See? See, we want a nice round. Run that out. Get all of that extra stuff out. Moving our head around. Popping our head around. Okay? So we're going to do, pull it all out. So see, I'm going to bring this round to her ear. That, right to her ear, which I will be cutting. So that's all you gotta do, right? Just follow that natural curvature. It's already there. The design is already there, right? So I'm just cutting and following that. Just taking the extra hair that's sitting there in front. See all that? Oh, this here. That's gotta go. That's gotta go. It's all gotta go. I'm gonna take all of that out. I'm just following. Follow, follow. Get the stand for this. Hang on. So, you're making it equal to where it's shorter. Coming right out, following this big fluff here. Okay. Just following her natural curvature. All around. My clippers are squeaking. Clippers, my scissors, I mean. She really likes this. Okay, so this side is flatter than that side. So I'm going to take them off. You gotta eyeball it. You're doing it like, you're doing this by hand, so it takes a lot of work. It's a lot of work and practice. And you don't get it right the first time. Just keep working at it. Almost done, honey. All of that up. Okay, so in here there's like a little divot, and I want to get rid of that too. I'm just going to make this equal to that as much as I can. Come in closer where it digs in here, where there's like a little curl in. Come in close. Do the same thing here. Try to get rid of that line. See, as best as we can. Everything out again. Let's see what that looks like. So now it's blending in a lot better. I'll come back to the scissors. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to cut some of this off. I'm going to follow the ear. I'm going to leave just a little bit on her ear. Just a little bit. I just want it to be equal. Nice and equal. Fold the ear in half. Go. Same thing on the other side. This back part here. Oh, she's, wow. You got a little knot back there? Huh? Come in and I'm gonna snip this, comb it all forward, fold her ear in half. Be very careful, you gotta know where that ear is. Okay, so she's got this here coming out. I wanna get rid of that. Get rid of it. Gone. Need to comb back in. Going. Okay. It's like comb and cut and comb and cut, comb and cut. And then I set them on the ground and then I run after them with my scissors because I still see stuff that I need to cut. More here. That out here, that. Turn your head, I can't see. See how hair going on top of the white here. You want to make those lines sharp so it's well defined. And all that needs to go. What's that doing there? Huh? She has some in the back of her ears. Your face. Okay, so look at the inside of her leg here because I'm noticing I did not do this part. That needs to be done. And then this part also. Yeah. Not doing it right. Don't do it right. doing now is I'm gonna go around her and see where the sticky outies are, and I guess that's it for today. She's got some in the back. I gotta come around in the back here and some fluff back here behind the ear. Just follow that line. Okay, just got more on this side. Okay, so I'm just gonna go around her and see where there's sticky outies, and that's going to be it for today, guys. For today. Oh, one last thing. I'd like to add this stuff. Oh, what is it? Here it is. Oh, magic. Add a little bit of cream to her little nose. Because her nose is crackly. Just a little cream on your nose. Her little nose is all crackly. Okay. It's natural. This cream is natural. It's, oh, excuse me. It's shea butter and coconut oil and whatnot. Just natural. Alright, so I'm going to finish checking her out to see what else needs to get done. Because it's probably not equal on each side yet. And I'll try to take a nice picture of her and show that to you by the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.